Well, in the United States, the Democrats continue to exercise their Trump derangement syndrome. Not content with slaying the dragon at the ballot box, Speaker and Chief Trump hater Nancy Pelosi has given the Vice President Mike Pence a small final window to remove his president. We're just 9 days away from the inauguration of Joe Biden, and Pelosi has told Pence he's got 24 hours to replace the boss or the Democrats will move for impeachment. Don't they love that word? 24 hours. They might even call in that TV star, Kiefer Sutherland. He's good at 24-hour countdowns. But seriously, it's a continuation of this war that has gone on against Donald Trump since 2016. You would have thought there were many more important items of business to focus on right now, like how to run a country or how to implement all of those big spending Democrat policies. But no, the injured dragon needs to die.
A number of days until we can be protected from him. But he has done something so serious that there should be prosecution against him.
Meanwhile, Twitter has got their man as well. Donald Trump has not just been suspended from the social media site, he's been expelled, apparently forever, because they fear he could incite violence online. Trump has never incited violence on Twitter, but that doesn't seem to matter to the moral crusaders who patrol and censor the site. Meanwhile, the Malcolm Turnbull of American politics has stuck his oar in where it doesn't belong. Arnold, I'll be back, Schwarzenegger, has issued a stinging rebuke of the US president again. The actor compared the Capitol building riot to the Night of Broken Glass in 1938, when synagogues across Nazi Germany were torched and Jewish-owned businesses were vandalised. How is there any comparison? Last week was not about racial cleansing. Arnie, as you know, served as California's 38th governor from 2003 to 2011, but he was always a Democrat in Republican clothing. He even appointed a Democrat as his chief of staff and constantly took swipes at Trump, both before and after Trump's ascension to the White House. Anyway, he got in front of a camera overnight to deliver his usual array of colourfully prepared scripted lines.
President Trump is a failed leader. He will go down in history as the worst president ever. The good thing is that he soon will be as irrelevant as an old tweet. But what are we to make of those elected officials who have enabled his lies and his treachery? I will remind them of what Teddy Roosevelt said. Patriotism means to stand by the country. It does not mean to stand by the president. Now, John F. Kennedy wrote a book called Profiles in Courage. A number of members of my own party, because of their own spinelessness, would never see their names in such a book, I guarantee you.
How's the corny background music? Like, seriously? So they not only want to beat him, they want to seek revenge. Probably for years. The men and women who stormed the Capitol building were misguided thugs, absolutely. But Arnie is simply a political imposter who belongs on a movie set rather than the halls of power. Meanwhile, the new poll has found nearly 2/3 of Americans blame President Trump for last week's riot, but the country is evenly split over whether he should be removed from office before his term ends in 9 days. It's time for both sides to take a deep breath. Pelosi needs to have a good lie down, and Trump supporters need to accept the election result. Any plans to disrupt this month's inauguration, as some on Trump's side are now urging online, will further destroy the Trump legacy. And look, as for the Democrats, can they just get on